everyone. It's Enjoying a School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
Today is February 22nd. We're on day one of our two-day article called Spotlight on Taiwan. We're on pages 44 and 45. And our topic this month is Shining Bright with the Lantern Festival.
好，我们今天来看的这个主题呢，是我们深入台湾的单元。我们要介绍的是元宵节。我们来先看一下，好，今天的话是2月22号嘛，然后明天2月23、2月24号就到了我们元宵节了，对不对？好，我们来看一看我们这个标题 Shining Bright with the Lantern Festival. The Lantern Festival 就是指我们的元宵节哦。好，在这个地方我们顺便看一下副标题好了。Taiwan's Lantern Festival lights up the island. 好，这个地方我们特别注意一下 lights up. When you light up something, 好，就是把它点亮。所以台湾的元宵节耀眼登场，这是我们今天的主题。
That's right. Light something up means to make it brighter, but it also has another meaning. So we might say something like, her face lit up when she saw her mother. This means to make someone happy. So when you, like maybe on your birthday, you open your birthday present and you see the gift you really want. So you feel very happy. Your face lights up. This means super happy.
Yeah, 就超开心的意思。所以说很多时候你听到 light up 你会想到什么？像 light up my life, you light up my life. 你照亮我的生命。
Are we going to sing? Are we going to be singing soon?
No.
Okay. So before we begin paragraph 1, pick up your highlighter right now. Let's highlight the word lantern. Now, most Taiwanese understand lanterns because of Lantern Festival. But let's learn the history of this word. This word is ancient. Gulao. This is one of those really old words that people have been saying for thousands of years. It's a Greek word that means to shine.
哇，原来 lantern 这个字它本身是一个希腊的字，这个意思呢是 to shine, 去照亮的意思。
All right, with that, let's take a break. And in a second, we will begin paragraph 1. Okay, friends, we are on pages 44 and 45. Don't forget to take out your pencils, erasers, and your highlighters right in your magazines. It helps you remember. Let's read our first sentence. Every year, a special day in the lunar calendar is celebrated with a full moon and a festival of lights known as the Lantern Festival.
好，我们来看第一句话，有点长，对不对？不用怕，我帮你慢慢一步一步来讲哦。Every year, 每年呢 a special day in the lunar calendar, 好，在这个阴历里面有一个特别的日子 is celebrated with a full moon, 在这个日子里面呢会有满月 and a festival of lights known as the Lantern Festival. 好，就是还会有有非常非常多的这个灯笼啦、灯啊，好，是称之为元宵节这样的日子来庆祝这个特别的节日。
Okay, let's look up at our first sentence here. We have the word lunar, L-U-N-A-R. This is a fancy word that means the moon. And don't forget, when we talk about 我们的月亮, we need to say little T-H-E dash a capital M-O-O-N. This is the moon calendar, but we really don't say that. We use this old adjective called lunar. And fun fact, L-U-N-A means the moon. And it also means crazy.
Yeah.
Because people thought the moon helped make you crazy.
Yeah, 没错，所以很多时候你会听到这个字 lunatic. Lunatic, 它这个地方的拼法是 L-U-N-A-T-I-C. 把 T-I-C 拿掉，你会看到 Luna. Luna 这个字根就是月亮的意思。
All right, and calendar 有 A-R 在后面，不要忘记 this is calendar 发 E-R 请写下来 and celebrated is a word we will say a lot in the next 2 days. Make sure you understand celebrated, 那个 C 发 S. Let's continue. This day falls on the 15th day of the first month in the lunar calendar, which typically occurs or happens in February or early March. And boy, oh boy, do prepositions really matter in this sentence?
没错，这个地方要特别注意就是介词的使用哦。比方说，你看这个地方 ，this day falls on，因为你后面接的是一个日子，所以你会说 falls on 刚好碰到，或是呢是在什么时间 on the 15th day of the first month in the lunar calendar 是阴历的或是农历的正月15嘛，对不对？然后这个 calendar 后面一个逗号又顺便补充告诉你说 which typically occurs 或是老师刚刚讲的 which typically happens， 这个 typically 就是通常是在什么时间呢？ in February or early March， 主要是在2月甚至是3月初的时候会碰到我们的元宵节。
Okay, so let's look at the front part of the sentence. This day falls on the 15th day of the first month. 注意到 of. When we have A of B, don't forget we have the little part in front and the bigger part in back. So we say the door of the car. 那个 of the car 是加上这个东西是比较大大的。Okay, let's go to our next sentence. This tradition began in China more than 2,000 years ago and is still popular today.
好，我们来看这句话 This tradition 好，这项传统呢began in China 是在中国是开始的 more than 2,000 years ago 是在超过2000多年前的这个中国and is still popular today 到现在呢还是非常非常的流行。
Okay, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 44 and 45. It is February 22nd, and we're talking about shining bright with the Lantern Festival. Let's start paragraph 2. The Lantern Festival is a celebration of peace, hope, and new beginnings.
好，我们来看第二段咯。第二段里面也出现了这个字 celebration。我们在第一段的第一句话里面不是说 is celebrated with， 然后那时候 Chris 老师特别提醒大家说我们会常常看到这个字庆祝。好了，果然我们在这个第二段第一句话里面就看到了它的名词形态 celebration。他说 The Lantern Festival is a celebration of peace, hope, and new beginnings. 好，元宵节呢主要是庆祝和平啊、希望还有新开始这样子的一个节庆。
Look at the word beginnings. Pick up your highlighter and highlight the NN in the middle there. Beginning is a CVC word. Consonant, vowel, consonant. 字音、母音、字音。So when we add the ing, 你还有最后一个字母. So it's B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G-S. I think students forget beginnings has that NN a lot.
没有错。
This is a trickier one.
没错没错。
Don't forget peace and hope are uncountable nouns. Beginnings, 有加 S, 当然不是. In the past, it was also thought of as a matchmaking opportunity, where young people would take to the streets and interact with one another. That's one way to put it, I guess.
没有错，这个地方我们来看一下这句话哦。In the past， 好，在过去呢 ，it was also thought of as， 这个地方特别注意一下 ，be thought of as 是被认为是，在过去的时候是人们这样想，所以你会说 it was also thought of as 被当成是一个 as a matchmaking opportunity， 好，是一个相亲的机会。很多时候在古代呢，女生呢不能随便出去的，对不对？所以只有在这个时候，趁着这个机会，张灯结彩的去看这些元宵、看这些灯的时候，顺便让人家看看，哎呀，吴家有女初长成啊，这样的感觉。他就后面讲说 ，where young people would take to the streets and interact with one another. 我看到这个 take to the streets 的时候，我笑了一下，因为这个字在使用的时候，多半就是要抗议的时候。
Yes, that's what I thought too.
没错。Take to the street, we want,
we want girlfriends. We want girlfriends. Like running around.
对啊，没错没错。我在看这句话的时候，难怪老师刚刚笑了，因为我自己在看这句话的时候，我觉得 take to the streets 往往是走上街头，走上街头后面往往接的是抗议，但这个地方就是年轻的这个男男女女啊，会走上街头 and interact with one another， 会互相的这样子打招呼啊，互动。
You know what's a very common 抗议 like phrase in English? As what do we want? And then you yell the thing you want.
We want now.
A girlfriend. When do we want it?
We want it now.
Now, that's right. So what do we want? a girlfriend. When do we want it? Now. Is that, yeah.
没错没错，是的是的
Taking to the streets. So, Anthony, sometimes when we say a matchmaking opportunity, it means we are getting set up with someone. To get set up with someone means you don't find your own boyfriend or girlfriend. Someone finds a girlfriend or a boyfriend for you. Did you ever get set up with someone?
No, never.
Would you accept getting set up with someone?
It's okay. Yeah, meeting new people.
Before you were married, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course. I love meeting new people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were okay going on a blind date. A blind date is a date with a boy or a girl, but you have never met them before.
没错，很多时候像网络上交友啦，像那个时候我那个年代还没有嘛，所以很多时候就说，要不要跟好朋友的朋友一起出去，或是单独这样跟网友约见面等等，那就是一个 blind date， 有点像是你不晓得对方是长得圆的扁的，你就跟他一起出去看看他是什么样的个性啊，看能不能够性格上能不能够互相交往这样子。
I see a lot of videos and young people talking about their dating life online, and I often think how lucky we are that we're like happily married now and we don't have to date anymore. Like it was fun when we were younger, but I'm so happy I don't have to do that now.
Right. 有时候会有一些很惊奇的事情发生。
I'm going to run home and just give my wife this really big hug.
没错没错。
Okay, let's continue to our next sentence here. The beginning, don't forget N, the beginning of Chinese New Year always takes place with a new moon, so the nights are very dark.
好，我们来看这句话。The beginning of Chinese New Year always takes place. 这个 takes place 就是发生的意思。With a new moon， 你也想想看嘛，就是这个农历的1月1号，那就是刚好这个没有月亮的时候，对不对？所以说基本上 ，so the nights are very dark， 通常呢是很黑很黑的。好，路上的话，夜路是很黑的。想想以前的那种情况就知道了。
Okay, let's look at this phrase takes place with. And Anthony already told us it means happen. We have a good word in paragraph 1, which typically occurs in February or March. So Chinese New Year always occurs with a new moon. This occur is a very good word, but I do think it gets forgotten. I underlined takes place and I drew my arrow to occurs in paragraph 1. And now, because we live in a big city, even when it's a new moon, it's still very bright. There are lots of lights. When I was maybe I was in my 20s, I went to visit a friend. He worked at a camp in the forest, and I visited his house, and then I had to walk to my cabin, and it was a new moon. And because we're in the forest, there are no lights. And when I did not know the world could be this dark, I could not believe how dark the forest was on a new moon. There was no light. I was legitimately scared. I was thinking bear, alien, like, I don't know, something is going to eat me.
OK， 所以老师呢就讲到说，他之前呢有一个朋友是在这个森林里头的营地工作，然后呢他有一天呢就去找他，然后之后再回到他自己小木屋的途中，刚好那个时候是新月，所以新月就是那种你其实上是几乎看不到月亮，所以他从来没想过，原来在新月的那个晚上，好在森林里面暗无天日，感觉像走下去的时候发现哇好黑哦，在森林里面你可能碰到熊啊，老师刚刚开玩笑会碰到外星人会把我吃掉啊之类的，所以在城市的我们就算是在新月的晚上可能觉得也很亮，可是你要一旦到了这种乡下或是甚至到了森林里头，你发现到哇真的很暗。
对 this is like 20 years ago, so no cell phone with a very bright flashlight. When I went to visit my friend, it was daytime, and now it was nighttime. 我没有带手电筒. I didn't bring my flashlight. It was really dark. It was very scary. Okay, let's continue on to our next sentence. After 15 days of family visits, dinners, and rituals, people make a final celebration of lighting up the streets with fireworks and paper lanterns.
好，我们来看这边这句话哦。他说 After 15 days of family visits, dinners and rituals， 所以你看从正月1号一路15天，中间可能包含了你要探亲啊，有晚宴啊，还有 rituals 就是一些仪式，好，可能几月几号的时候要做什么什么事情，有一连串的事情之后呢， people make a final celebration of lighting up the streets with fireworks and paper lanterns， 所以他们最后要做一个总结，完美的总结嘛，会用这些 fireworks， 好，就是这种烟火，还有 paper lanterns， 好，就是这种纸灯笼来去完美的庆祝1月1号到1月15号这样的一个精彩的结尾。
Now, maybe you know the word firecrackers. Firecrackers looks like fireworks. 但是后面 is C-R-A-C-K-E-R-S. Fireworks and firecrackers are a little different. Firecrackers are supposed to make a lot of noise. They are very loud. But fireworks also have color and smoke.
没错，所以对我来讲 fireworks is for your eyes， 好 firecrackers for your ears。 好，但基本上我喜欢玩的是 firecrackers， 是那种鞭炮，我们以前小时候有那种大龙炮，轰一声，非常的大声。
All right, let's continue this bright display. The show welcomes the year ahead.
好，最后这句话就说 This bright display welcomes the year ahead， 意思就是他们使用这种张灯结彩的方式。这个地方 display 的意思呢，就是指展示，可能很多不同的灯啊，这样子陈列出来。好，这种情况下我们可以用 display 这个字来表达 The bright display welcomes the year ahead， 这种张灯结彩的方式来迎接新来的一年。
Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll begin paragraph 3.Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on our final paragraph, and it's day 1 of the Lantern Festival article. Most major cities now celebrate this day by displaying a collection of lanterns in all shapes and sizes.
好，我们来看第3段的第一句话，他说 Most major cities， 很多大多数的这种主要城市呢 now celebrate this day， 好，开始用什么样的方式来庆祝这一天呢？ By displaying a collection of lanterns in all shapes and sizes， 好，用各式各样大大小小 shapes and sizes， shapes 指的是形状， sizes 指的是大小，各种大小款式不同的那种系列的灯笼来庆祝这个节庆。
Some lanterns are painted with riddles for visitors to solve. A riddle is a special question, and they ask the question in a special way that makes you have to think a little bit in a special or difficult way to guess the answer.
没错。好，在这里面的话，他就告诉你说，我们的元宵节会猜灯谜嘛，对不对？ Some lanterns are painted with riddles。好，他们上面会写上这个 painted， 就是那种用那个漆啊或什么弄上去。好 ，with riddles 上面会写上灯谜 for visitors to solve。然后今天来看这些灯会的人呢，就可以看到灯谜，顺便动动脑筋，猜猜看谜底是什么。
There's a famous riddle, and it goes like this.There is a house where everyone enters blind, and when they leave this house, they can see. What kind of house is this?
然后有一个非常非常有名的一个灯笼的这个灯谜哦，他就说有一个房子，然后每个人进去的时候，他们眼睛都是看不到的，出来的时候眼睛都看得到了，这是什么房子？
Well, the answer is a schoolhouse. So today we really only use the word school.But a long time ago, they didn't have like its own building. It was called a schoolhouse because it was a house that you could also go to school in. So you go in blind, meaning you don't know a lot, and then you come out and you know a lot.
哦，所以说到后来这个谜底呢，就是 schoolhouse。以前的时候呢，没有所谓的真正的学校，所以这种房子呢，本身是你可以在里面学习的。好，在这个地方走进去之前，还没有进学校之前，你本身什么都不懂，就像眼睛看不到一样。等你学习了知识了，你开始可以看见了，出去之后，发觉可以看见，所以是 schoolhouse 是答案。
All right, let's finish up for today. Traditional sky lanterns, which are built like mini hot air balloons, are released or let go in many areas.
好，你看了这个部分就是我很喜欢的放天灯。虽然说很多人说他那个天灯掉下来的话，可能有一些环保上的疑虑。他说 traditional sky lanterns， 好，这种传统的天灯呢 ，which are built like mini hot air balloons， 看起来很像是迷你版的这种热气球are released in many areas， 在很多地方都会去释放这样的天灯。
Let's finish our last sentence here.This symbolizes, so this letting sky lanterns go, symbolizes letting go of the past year and making space or room for the new one.
好，最后这句话就说了 This symbolizes， 这个地方 symbolizes 的意思就是象征了什么 Letting go of the past year， 好，我们告别了过去这一年 and making space for the new one， 很多时候呢就是要去腾出多的时间，好，多的空间，多的心思去想想未来这一年。很多时候你会听到 letting go of the past and looking to the future， 好，挥别过去，展望未来。
Well, with that, we will take our extended 24-hour break, but we'll be back with day 2 of our Lantern Festival article tomorrow. For Enjoy English School, I am Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.